everyone, it's Carly, and today I'm going to be doing my top 5 reading goals of 2019. So I know that I haven't been on YouTube at all over the past 2 months. I believe my last video was my 'Tis the Season-a-thon TBR video, and these last 2 months have just been crazy and wild and just crazy with school, work, family stuff. Obviously it was over the holidays, so I was with my family a lot, and yeah, I've just been really crazy, so I wasn't focusing on this. I was more focusing on other things that was happening, so I apologize for not having videos up, but I'm back and hopefully be back for good this year. So this year for my reading goals, I really want to make it a priority that I don't really focus on reading, if that makes any sense. I want to focus on other things as well, not just books. I mean, books are amazing, they're awesome, but I don't want that to be my main priority because I have school, I have work, I have other stuff going on. So I made myself 5 goals, hopefully to be reached by the end of 2019. So let's just get into it. So the first thing I want to talk about is my Goodreads goal for this year, and last year I ended up doing, what was it? I think it was 40 or 45 books, something like that. I did meet my goal, which was really fantastic, but last year I felt so like overwhelmed and I felt really rushed through the books that I was reading, and honestly, I could tell you right now, half the books I read, I could not tell you a single thing about them because I rushed through them so much and so quickly that I can't even remember what they were about. So this year, my reading goal for Goodreads is actually going to be 25 books. I know I can do that, and I don't have to rush through my books. I really want to try and just take my time with them and read because I want to and enjoy the hobby of reading instead of just trying to finish a book as quickly as possible or just try to meet that goal. So that is my goal, is 25 books. Okay, the second goal that I really want to focus on is to listen to 1 audiobook and 1 physical book at the same time. Like, well, I guess listen to an audiobook and read 1 physical book at the same time. That's what I'm allowing myself to do because I am one of those readers who can read up to 6 books at a time. But I realize that's probably why I don't really remember much, because I keep jumping back and forth to all these different plots and characters, and it's not like I get confused, but I forget it a lot of the time. So that's one thing that I want to do, is just to either listen to 1 audiobook and I'm reading 1 physical book, so I can just focus on that 1 book and also listening to an audiobook when I'm getting ready or whichever. So that's what I want to do. And if you're curious, I'm currently listening to Isla and the Happily Ever After by Stephanie Perkins. I honestly just felt like a contemporary, and that was the last book out of the Anne and the French Kiss companion that I needed to read, so I decided to just listen to it on audiobook, and I'm really enjoying it. And for my physical book, I'm actually reading A Court of Mist and Fury by Sarah J. Maas. Yes, I'm still working on this book. I think I started it back in November, but it's just taken me forever to finish, and I'm just taking my time because I want to enjoy it. I'm not rushing through it. I think I'm close to 400 pages, so I'm more than halfway done. So I think I'm going to set a goal for myself though to finish it before February, but I don't know if that's going to happen. But we shall see. The third goal that I really want to focus on is, I kind of already said this already, but to take my time with reading. I just want to be caught in that world and any world that I'm in and just feel happy, and I just want to feel like I'm not being rushed. I don't want to feel like I have to finish this book because it's on like a deadline. It's on a deadline. I need it for my January wrap-up. I need it for my February wrap-up. No, I want to just take my time, and honestly, it doesn't matter how many books I read in a month to me. But last year I know I was setting my goal to read, okay, I'm focusing on like the 5 or 6 books I read for my TBR because that's what I said I'm going to read, so I have to read it. And so I felt like I was just rushing. I feel like I keep repeating myself, but it's true. I just want to take my time with my books and just go back to how it used to feel when you were little or a teenager and you just only had like that one book to read. So you finish that one book and then you go on to a next one, and then because you're taking your time with it, you're not rushing through it. I want that experience again, and so far with 2019 I am getting that experience, which is amazing, because after Court of Mist and Fury I want to go right into Court of Wings and Ruin, so hopefully gonna finish that series this year. The fourth goal that I really want to focus on is kind of like what I was just talking about a little bit, is that I want to finish the series of books that I've already started. If that makes any sense. I don't know if I put that in the right context, but meaning if I read as like part of a series, like for example, if I'm currently reading the ACOTAR series and I'm on the second book, I don't want to just not read the third book afterwards. I just want to continue with it. I want to just finish the series, because I have a really bad habit of just reading either the first or second book in a series and then just ditching it and just forgetting about it, or just I don't even care to read it. So that is what I am planning on doing, is to, and I have a couple of them on my shelf. I have a couple series that I've either read the first or second book of, and I have all the books, but I haven't read the whole series. So that is going to be my priority as well, to finish series that I have already started. Plus, I told myself that I'm not going to start a new series until I finish the ones that I need to complete first on my shelf. So let's see how that goes. And the fifth and final goal that I really want to focus on this year is to basically read what I want to read. If there is a popular book out, or it's a new release and everybody's just going crazy for it, and if I'm kind of thinking like, you know what, I'll get to it, like I'm gonna read it, but I don't want to read it right now, I'm not going to, because it's not what I want to read right now. If I'm in the middle of a book, for example, like, actually, here's a perfect example. Obviously you guys know I'm reading Akamath, and the Wicked King recently came out about 2 weeks ago or something, and I have been dying for that sequel since I read The Cruel Prince last January, and it has been killing me to not read it because it is one of my favorite books ever, The Cruel Prince. But I told myself that I'm going to finish the Sarah J. Maas series, because that is what I want to focus on. I do want to read The Wicked King, I really, really do, but I don't want to read it right now, if that makes any sense. I mean, it is kind of hurting me inside that I'm not reading it, but then again, I'm just telling myself, okay, you just gotta finish this series and then you can read The Wicked King, because that's just how my mind works. I tell myself that to do something, or I tell myself that like it's okay to not read the book or like the most popular book out right now and just focus on what I'm doing. So I think that's gonna work for me. I'm gonna try it out anyways. So yeah, basically I just want to read what I want to read. And if I want to read a contemporary in the winter or a high fantasy in the summer, then that is totally fine. And I don't have to stick to a certain schedule or a certain genre every season. I am personally a mood reader, so I read whatever I feel like, basically. As I said, I'm reading a contemporary right now, or listening to a contemporary book right now, so yeah, those are my goals for 2019. I really, really hope that I can not get through this, but hopefully I can reach all of my goals and that I am all set for 2019, and hope for the best. So again, I apologize for not posting and all that, and I've been really active on Twitter though lately, so I mean, I'm gonna leave all my handles down below, but if you guys want to follow me, then go right ahead. But anyways, again, apologize for the video being up late and everything. Everything has just been going crazy. Alright, I hope you guys are having a good week, and I will talk to you in my next one. Bye!